positions utilizing the state foundation aid monies.
Yeah, this time the floor is open for a motion. Motion.
I'll
made
make
by
the
Kurt.
motion.
There's a motion made by Kurt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Dr. Ladisser. Is there any further discussion on this? If not, roll call when you're ready, Connie.
Okay. Dr. Wanda,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Alan S.,
Yes.
Alan.
Yes. Item 15, permission to advertise Ojibwe Indian School bus driver, Angelique.
Yes, also within your packet is the recommendation for, to announce the bus driver position. The recommendation is for your approval to advertise for an elementary school bus driver at Ojibwa.
Yeah, at this time the floor is open for a motion.
I'll make the motion.
A motion made by Ross. Is there a second to that motion? Second by Corey.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Is there a bus for this bus driver to drive?
Yes,
Oh,
actually, we got a new to us used bus that we received right before the COVID incident. And our brand new bus, Earl and Fort Meade, just came off the books, so it should be getting delivered to us, I'd say by the end of June.
good job.
Any further discussion? Not roll call, Connie, you ready?
Okay. Ross,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Dr. Wanda,
Yes.
Alan S.,
Yes.
Alan.
Yes. Item 16, approval of Ojibwe Indian School purchase order for the computer store at an amount of $44,070. Angelique, minute?
Mr. President, members of the board, in your packet is the purchase order, the quote that we received from the computer store, and it's up for your review and your approval. And this purchase order is for Microsoft Surface Pros. It comes with the keyboard and the Bluetooth pen. This technology would be used by our teachers at the OIF to utilize when they teach their classes to students with all our virtual learning. I haven't received a final determination for our student computers, but at this time we do have the computer for the staff right now.
Yeah, at this time the floor is open for a motion for approval.
I'll make that motion.
A motion made by Alan Lindwall. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Second by Ross.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
No.
Kurt, do you have anything?
No.
I have one. I know when we got our audit back there, it says we weren't following our procurement process. Or anything $25,000 and over is publicly supposed to be put out on bids. Mr. Buttrock?
I believe you're correct. It says there's the anything over $25,000 should be considered on the bids. This was relayed to the purchasing agents. This was mentioned, I believe, last week in discussion on this item. The North Dakota bid restriction changed, of course. It's anything over $50,000, unless, of course, the item is on the state bid. Are these items on the state bid, I guess, and
No, they're not.
So we haven't changed it on our procurement for the states.
ours has not yet. I believe we're still in the process of bringing in all of the purchasing agents, and our policy still states the same thing, that it's to that $25,000 amount, and the ones that we've been providing to the board specifically have had are under the state bid.
But I mean, as a school, we can make it more stringent than what the state is. We can
Yes.
develop a school district can put an amount on there, because sometimes you get stuff for $49,900 or whatever, and it's open market. I think in
Yep,
the
that's
future,
correct.
in the future, if you said, you know, if you're gonna set it to 50 or leave it at 25, then, you know, give them enough time to get competitive bids also. That's all I have. Roll call, Connie?
Okay. Dr. Wanda,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Alan S.,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Alan.
Yes. Item 17, approval of summer credit recovery. Mr. Lattiser.
Mr. President, members of the board, what we're proposing is a week of summer credit recovery to finish up getting kids through the semester. It's been a little hard for some of our kids to adjust to distance learning. So the recommendation is that we want to work this week, all staff, just making a consolidated effort to work with every kid that still needs to pass and see how many we get done. So it'll be, the recommendation is to approve with their original funding source as the funding source.
Okay, at this time, the floor is open for a motion.
I'll make a motion, Mr. President.
A motion made by Kurt. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Second by Dr. Lattiser. Is there any discussion on this? John, I have one.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
is it gonna be, who's gonna be working now? Is it gonna be a conflict of, if any family members working there or spouse or anything, if they have to declare a conflict, or no, there's no names on here?
I wouldn't think so, right, Dwayne? It's just an extension of their contract for a week there, Mr. President.
No, okay.
Yes, I would agree, especially if there aren't any specific names and you're doing a blanket for the whole staff itself. The determinations are already made within the school itself as to who's working, so.
Okay, that's all I have. Roll call, when you ready, Connie?
What did he say, current funding source?
Current funding source.
Who's gonna get them?
Current recovery for some complete semester. Is the current funding source, right, Mr. Lattiser?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Okay, Ross,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Alan S.,
Yes.
Dr. Wanda,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Alan.
Yes. Item 18.
Thank you.
Item 18, report on issuance of letters of reasonable assurance of non-licensed school calendar staff, Dr. Michelle Thomas and Mr. Patra. Who's gonna take this? Dr. Thomas? Can you hear us? Dr. Thomas, Mr. Patra? You there, Mr. Patra?
See if I can get him in there. Michelle,
We can, something.
Mr. Patra?
Dwayne too.
Can't hear you.
What does it say, Dwayne? I got a message here.
He's on mute there.
It's not on mute to something with his speaker, see, you can see his names.
You have to repeat himself. Dr. Thomas, are you there? This is basically for ancillary staff. So
Dwayne? Dwayne?
We can't hear you on the, oh, we can't hear him on.
We can't hear you on the big screen. Yeah.
Well, Connie, we can hear each other. You
Uh-huh.
can't hear us, so you guys must be the ones with the problem.
Okay, well, we'll check it out, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh, we can hear each other. You can turn it up.
You hear me?
Okay,
I can hear you.
Michelle,
I can hear you.
can you guys hear me? This
I
is,
called Connie and I told her that it's their system, not ours, so
Because we got
hopefully
two.
they'll get it fixed.
okay, Michelle, can you hear me?
Hear you and see you, Michelle.
How you doing? I guess we can have our side conversation. While we're waiting, how'd y'all like the little thank you
Because we got
note to
two.
everybody?
Two machines.
So how do I talk to her?
Did you
Just,
guys catch it?
here, I'll text her and,
You were all on it.
Let's close your, let's
No,
try
I
to close
didn't
yours
see
down real quick. Just close.
It's on the
Right here?
BLCS page. You'll have to check it out.
While you were away.
Are we ready to proceed, Mr. Meliter?
Yes, there, Dr. Thomas.
Okay, I'll start doing and then I'll let you follow up, after I'm done. This concern arose, through awareness of fraudulent unemployment claims, not only through the Department of Public Instruction, but as well as the North Dakota School Board Association. This item is in regard to letter of reasonable assurance of employment. And this has been a practice that was employed in the past, and we have we believe that it is time to pick up the practice again, providing a letter of reassurance of employment for the next school term will guide those who can and who can't apply for unemployment. Mr. Pt2, would you add to that?
No, I think you're absolutely right on with that, is that what we're being told from North Dakota Job Service that there are many unemployment claims and many are being stated to be COVID related, but there's definitely a misunderstanding out there, and what they suggest is at the very minimum for the staff that you're bringing back, make sure that they know they're coming back in the fall of the year. Then that would let them know that they wouldn't be eligible for the unemployment benefits. And that's what this simply does. Doesn't state anything. There's a copy of the letter that was drafted. Doesn't state anything financial. It's just that there's reasonable assurance that you will be employed the next school year.
Okay, is there any questions from any of the board members? I'll start with Mr. Slinbo.
This will mean that they cannot apply for unemployment?
That is correct. The way it is already is they can't, but then with this, of course, we have the documentation in folder in case there's one of our employees that does file a claim. We simply give notice that the employee was informed.
Okay. That means that they would, basically, if they wanted some kind of income during the summer, they'd have to prorate their salary. They could
Yes,
do that?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Dr. Lattiser, you have anything?
That because of
No.
the conflict.
Okay. Corey, you have anything? Corey, you still with us?
Questions?
Okay. Ross, you have anything?
No, not at the moment.
No.
Dwayne, I know Ellen and Ross, you know, they're new to the board and stuff for the first time board members and stuff. Maybe you can touch on, I don't think anybody in the state of North Dakota, the school district, can draw an employment unless they're laid off, right?
That is correct. That if you have employment available, reasonable assurance in the fall, you're not eligible for unemployment. However, what causes a little bit more confusion, of course, is always that if you do work for BIE, the BIE staff that work school calendar, they are eligible for unemployment in the summer. District staff are not. Okay, then in addition to that, I believe where some of the confusion's coming up with COVID going on, some are trying to state that since there's uncertainty of how the schools will run in the fall, should I be eligible for unemployment in case I'm not called back? But at this point, plans are in place that one way or another, whether it's distance learning or in school, school is going to take place in the fall.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Patra. Does any board members have any closing comments?
Why is that the BIE can apply for unemployment when they should have a job the next fall too?
From what I had understood, it was something that was negotiated under their pay scale maybe 50 years ago. I think we have a former BIE employee that's our superintendent, maybe that could elaborate a little bit more on that.
Yeah, you're correct. It was something that was negotiated. I can also tell you that the contracts are not quite as binding, whereas they're offered a contract, but at any time it can be terminated on the BIE part. So, yes, in reference to that question, it has been negotiated.
Certainly not very equitable.
Understandable.
Any other questions from board members? If not, then I want to thank everybody for participating in the meeting tonight, and I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
A motion.
Motion made by Corey. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Second by Kurt. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'd like to make one comment before everybody leaves.
Go ahead.